The house had been built, you know, brick by all of us.
I think a lot of people adore Dirt as well, but maybe they don't know it but he knows how to push it into the market.
That's it, exactly. He really I think he turned it up on this, you know, because we used a lot of kind of gritty kind of beats and distortion, you know, whether it was going through bass or guitar or drums or snare, you know, we were really kind of pushing it on Great Vengeance. And on this one, it seems to me that Jim kind of pulled out more. He pulled out a lot more, you know, for the house that Dirt built, you know, but he taught us so much. He taught us a lot of tricks.
Okay. So
you know, as to how we can get away with like applying more dirt, but it's seemingly like it's less.
Can you maybe just briefly explain, maybe to people, what your definition of dirt is?
I think my definition of dirt is just, you know, it being just in the moment, you know, it being in the moment. And it's kind of like, you might have a drum sound, I might just have Chris on a drum sound just like with one mic, you know, and you know what, for my sins, I may have just put it just a little too close to the bass drum. And so I'm getting a lot of bass drum and I'm getting a lot of snare, but I'm not getting that much hat, you know. But we can still work with that, you know. We can still work with that. But that doesn't mean to say that you scrap that, you know, you work with it, because there may be something in that, you know, something within the distortion, something within that lower kind of frequency that is just so beautiful. It's so dirty, but it's so beautiful, you know. And I think for me, it's all of those kind of mistakes that we make whilst we're recording, they all kind of stayed in for the house that Dirt built, you know.
But how, Jim, it's his profession, so he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, sure.
How is it then for you to work with a professional like that? When does he stop you, and when does he say we have to get more or less?
Okay, well, when we were kind of writing the demos and all of the songs for the house that Dirt built, the way that we describe it is that we built the house. The house had been built, you know, brick by all of us. You know, we hadn't papered yet. We hadn't papered any of the rooms. We hadn't painted yet. You know, so Jim kind of comes through when it's like 70% finished, and he kind of said, "Yo, why don't you try that? You know what would look nice in this room? You know, this kind of paint or this kind of wallpaper. And you know what would be really great here? You know, why don't we put a radiator here and put a radiator there, and then let's just kind of like, you know what? I'm going to finish it off, and I'm just going to plumb in the central heating, and then we'll make this house nice and warm as well, you know." But he also does like reverb. Jim Abbiss loves reverb, you know. He actually wishes his whole house could be like a reverb unit. So when he opens the fridge, it goes.
Little springs everywhere.
Yeah, it's just like, you know. But yeah, how he kind of does it. He understood what we were trying to do immediately, and like I say, he came in and he didn't want to change anything. He just wanted to embellish, you know, and just make the songs as strong as they possibly could. And like I said, he taught us hundreds of tricks as to kind of what will probably go into our next record as well, you know?